Greetings. Today we're going to talk about how you can debug a nudge configuration in a lab environment. And that is because nudge, well, it's got a lot going on, and it's something that can trip up even the most seasoned Mac OS system administrators. So in this case, we're looking at version 1.1. something, and we found this out by typing nudge in Spotlight and doing a Command I to pop open that About window or Get Info window, and we could verify our version. And in Safari, we have the GitHub page for this application pulled up, which shows some commands we can use for debugging. And these are important. You're going to run these in terminal. And they're going to write to a log file in the var/log/nudge.log file. So let's go there. And it's okay if you forget this. Very bottom of the page, logging. There's a lot going on in this repo. Var log nudge log. You can copy and paste that in or type it in. I should have typed it in. Additionally, while you're doing this, it's good practice, and you probably already know this, but if you don't, I'm going to say it anyway. You're writing your steps of your lab test down one by one. The date, the time, the version, the type of computer, the type of config, everything, every step you take. And that way you don't get lost in troubleshooting. You can work back sequentially as you build a workflow and test a configuration. So there's our nudge log file. We went ahead and cleared it out. And now let's run some commands. Okay, we're going to start with our version. This isn't going to print to the log, but we'll check anyway. And again, version control is really important. And the other thing I'll say while we're on the version piece here is I'm a fan of the 1.1.16.81564. It's the last version in the sub 2.0 series. And I think nudge is actually too complicated. At its core, we just want users to update, and this gives them a prompt to do that. So simple is better, and the older version, quite frankly, is easier for me to get work in. Now, I could do more time in the lab on version 2.0, and maybe I will next year. But for this year, this update, I'm sticking with the simple is good 1.0 version. So we just ran it in demo mode, and we can see that the user clicked update, so that's what's writing to the file, exactly what we did. And now nudge is opening up system settings, general, and checking for a software update for us. Software is up to date, so let's move on to another command. And we'll go ahead and paste this from my parent computer into this text edit file, because I'm screen sharing onto it right now. This is a good command for triggering nudge in your lab environment. That is something I struggled with when I first started working with this, is how can I trigger nudge in my lab environment in a way that it looks more like it's going to look to the end user, because demo mode gives you demo mode. It doesn't give you your mode, and this gets closer to that. Unfortunately, as you can see in the log, it's terminating due to conditions met. And so why is the condition met? Well, it's current operating systems greater than or equal to the required operating system, right? So that brings us to the next thing to look at, which is how do we know that this client knows what the required operating system is? And that's going to be our configuration profile, or our JSON configuration. And we can see that with another terminal command. And this should match what you have in your MDM. So let's jump to that. All right, we got our print profile config command copied on the clipboard from GitHub, and we pasted it into terminal, and now we have our output. This is a key thing you may use in addition to your log information if you're reaching out for support in the macadmin nudge Slack channel or nudge for Jamf. So this shows that this client's minimum required OS version is 15.0.1. So we have something matching there. It shows the action path is this Jamf software policy ID number 328 with a action of execute and an update time of, is that 15.15? Ooh, we just found a bug in the configuration. There is no 15th month. Let's fix that. I'm gonna fix that. If you see any other bugs in my configuration looking at this profile, please put them in the comments below. In any case, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you around.